In today's video, I am going to be breaking down some of the best moves that you can use if you are a shorter point guard. So many players get upset when they look at their height and they say, wow, I'm the shortest guy on the team, or they may be just upset or basically just down on themselves on their height. And I really don't want that to happen to you. You don't have to look at your height as a negative or a positive or anything. Yes, of course, a 7-foot player is going to be good in the low post, but he's not usually, in most cases, good as a point guard. So being a point guard, if you're not 6 foot, that's totally okay. In today's video, let's break down this first move, and that is the baby hook. The baby hook shot is so hard to guard because your whole body is between your defender and your shot. It's impossible to guard, really. You need to have a help defender come around and try to reach over top of you, or have a 7'6" guy like Yao Ming try to guard you. So what you're gonna do here is you're gonna be driving down from the wing. You're gonna be way out here. You'll be driving down, and of course, when this happens, you're going to take 2 steps like you normally would, and then you're going to go up for your baby hook. You want your left hand, your offhand, to be kind of protecting yourself, and that's really going to help you be able to get that shot off. It's a very easy move. You're going to go 1, 2, up, and then of course hopefully make it, unlike myself just right there. So let's say, as an example, you just made a cut down towards the post. You've popped out, you then get that ball back. Let's say you possibly could be running a triangle style offense or whatever it may be. You get this ball, you take a quick jab towards the baseline, make that defender shift over so that you can get him over here, so that gives you that right lane here. At this time, you want to dip your shoulder. Anytime, whether you're a short point guard or a tall point guard or whatever, if you're driving towards the basket, you want to dip your shoulder. You want to get your shoulder lower than the defenders. That gives you leverage and potentially more speed to get to that basket. You're going to be then attacking that rim. You're going to take your 2 steps, and then you're going to go up and hopefully make a shot. Now, I did that in 2 dribbles. You should be able to do this in 1. Now, this next move is a very similar move to the last. However, now we're going to be attacking from the point. So let's say we're attacking from the point. We're going down the side of the key. Let's say I may not have the strength to be able to push back against my defender, or I may not have the strength to attack a help side defender. What you can do now is continue down the side of the key, do your same hook or even a floater. Either way, it doesn't necessarily matter. There's different moves that you can do, but if you continue down the straight side or the straight line of the side of the key and you go for your shot and you land outside of that key, it's going to be very hard to block. Now, the reason for that is because now you've got your line, right? At this point in time, if you go into that defender, if you're not strong enough, he's going to have an easier chance to block you. You don't want that. Because you're going down the side of the key, you have your line, you should be able to get it nice and high off that backboard, and then it's going to be extremely hard to block. The whole name of the game with these last 2 moves is to try to float it up high enough or get that ball high enough so that it goes over top of those defenders, whether it's a help side defender or whether it's a player that you are currently trying to drive on. You don't always have to go into their body to get a basket. This is just the facts. Also, using different fakes. This is actually a very good move that Luka Doncic does a lot. And in this move, he would be driving usually from the wing down the middle of the key. You generally always want to go down the middle of the key as a point guard, because when this happens, or at least drive towards the key, you don't want to ever drive towards the corner if you're a point guard. But if you're driving towards the key, what's going to usually happen is you're going to collapse the defenders. Then you can get some kick out passes for open threes, or if it's a zone, you could draw up the baseline defenders, have a guy who cuts. You can do a bounce pass or an alley-oop for a dunk, whatever. But either way, if you're a point guard, this move is fantastic. So what you want to do is you want to take your last dribble on your right foot. You want to take a big step forward with your inside foot towards the basket. That should sell that to the defender so that he continues to move in that direction. you can turn around and take that shot. And because that's your pivot and you took your dribble on that foot, you can actually do a lot of stuff. So for example, take that dribble, take a step, turn around, you can take that shot. Or if he's still defending you, what you can do is, again, same thing, pop, step, shot fake. If he goes into the air, you can still take your one step through and go for that floater and hopefully make that shot. And then of course, if you're driving left, same thing. You would want to plant that outside, put that right foot forward, and then you can turn all the way around if you're left-handed. But if you're right-handed like me, you want to drive towards the basket. You want to take that big step forward and then step back and take that shot. And then you would then attack down again, left hand, take that big step forward, take that step back, have this foot back because that'll give you the spring to push back forward for that floater, and hopefully you don't airball it like I just did. Make sure to grab the hardest basketball shooting workout down in the description below. I hope that these moves help you score more points. If they do, hit that like button, subscribe. I'll see you guys again next time.